Hello, everyone, and welcome to the beginning of the episode. The beginning before the beginning. Find myself doing this a lot. Maybe that's because I've been doing sick and evil shit. So, I wanted to give a content warning. Very graphic. Mentions of I don't know how to say that without just saying the word. Mentions of self-death? I don't know. Just be careful when you're listening. Mind your mental health, and enjoy. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Seraph Syndrome. I am your DM, also known as Fungi Fisheye, or Danny, which you will hear yelled at me angrily, maybe sometimes. And I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts, if you guys would like to say hi.
I love how we're gonna yell at you every time.
Hello,
I feel like
I'm
I'm Noelle. I play Stella Starweaver. Yay.
Hi, I'm Tiny and I play Akia Selene. And you might hear a yell because this evil man sent us a post threatening us in our group chat.
Every now and then.
True.
I just gotta keep you on your toes.
Literally said, in the next
mastermind.
session, something evil's gonna happen from your DM. This is the next session. Danny, what the fuck?
It may or may not happen. Alright,
No.
well, let's get right into it. On the last session of Seraph Syndrome, our parties traversed the open steep. Under a night of starry skies, they found themselves having fruitful conversations with each other, as the moonlight and campfire washed over them. The next morning, Stella awoke to exchange shifts with the Grim, and found herself with the star streak orbiting her. Stella felt a companionship with her homeland as joy filled her heart. As the rest of the party awoke, she gleefully showed them to not much reaction. They set off for another day's travel. Stella notified the party of some ruins she saw in the far-off distance, wanting to investigate. The party agreed, and they set off after clearing up. They stumbled into a ruined fort, one that belonged to humanity in the ages of Duvarg's conquest. Stella found a journal as Akia was lost in thought. After sharing some of the sentiments about the fallen fort, the party traversed towards a rushing river and found a stone bridge there. Upon entering the meadow crossing over the bridge, they traversed for some hours, and as time came for another rest, they entered a hunter's home, clumsily. Now we pan back into the scene with Akia, Stella, and Gully entering into this abandoned home. The floor creaks as you guys step inwards through the broken window. And now that you're inside, you guys see this cozy yet dusty ancient home with some semblances of life that used to be within. Now a skeleton sunken into the floor.
How many rooms are there in here?
There is not many rooms in here. There is like one other room. It's a very small cabin. It's more so like the main living room is split, but it's not like a wall. There's just an open space where there's kitchen, and then there's a little living area tucked in the corner. And then you see a door to the back of the room, and another door to the left, but you see as that one leads outside. It's like tucked into the kitchen.
Oh, I see. So there's a door to the back?
Yeah, there's a door to the back to another room.
Okay.
So, what do you guys do? I'd say, Akia, you can have first pick, because you were here first.
Mm-hmm.
You entered the home first.
Is she still halfway in the window?
No, you climbed fully in.
Thank God, the embarrassment is over. I feel like she'd have that. She would furrow her brows and be very much solemn, looking around, seeing how this is a family home. She'd linger a little bit, looking at the corpse. Basically skeletons at that point.
Yeah, you see this singular skeleton. It's the crown of its skull cracked and blown out.
I feel like she'd go to the toys and stare
You
at them.
stare at the toy. I'd say with little to no insight. I mean, no, yeah, I think Akia at least can have that much information. This is pretty easy to surmise. These toys are made of pelt, and they are fashioned in the shape of balls. They are leather. They look like an animal's chew toy. You see that there are deep fang marks impressioned into the leather.
So it looks more like a animal's toy than a kid's toy.
Yes.
I feel like you'd see her have a small, very sigh of relief, having some peace that she didn't walk into like some kid's toys. And then just look around the room and then look back at the hole where everybody is and just be like, you guys can go ahead and come in. I don't see anything dangerous.
Yeah, they both climb in, presumably.
Yes.
And
I
is
hope.
there anything you want to do, Stella?
I kind of inspect the room a little bit. I notice the skeleton and instinctually feel a pit of... I don't know if I would say dread. Probably just melancholy. Just knowing that someone used to live here. I guess I kind of just look around for any more signs of life. Who could have been here?
You see, there's a cozy, like, nook and library within this hunter's home. You would see that there are some photographs held, covered in dust. You walk over and pick one up, clearing the dust from the frame, revealing the glass beneath. You see two men standing happily next to each other. And the one of them looks a little bit more frail, thin. The other looks burlier, and they are looking happy with a lovely looking dog sitting between them.
No. Oh,
I think
doomed Yowie.
my ears droop as I look at this photo, and I don't know if there's like a stand on the photo frame, but I try to put it up as nicely as possible.
You put the frame back onto the shelf with a click, and as you place it down, you see that this shelf is filled with frames like that. Memoirs, sketches, drawings of the two men and their dog.
I think I look over them for a second, and I move over to the bookshelf.
These are on the bookshelf.
Oh, these are all on the bookshelf. Okay.
Yes.
You said memoirs?
Yeah, there are some memoirs, yes.
Mm-mm. I think I would
You
definitely...
can't really judge the contents of the book from here, but they're books.
Okay, I'll pick one up. The first one I see.
You pick one of them up, and you see the innards of it as you flip through, thumbing through the paper. It seems like these are hunting logs. They measure seasons of breeding and farming, balancing the sustainability of creatures with the need to eat. finding a careful scale slowly, methodically, over years. It seems like exhaustingly methodical.
Oh. I think it kind of reminds me of all the ways I've had to try to survive with my family. All of the hunting. Just having to try to survive out in the wild. I think as I look over this book for a bit and I put it back down, and I think I would just move on to the next.
You go through most of them. They very much seem the same. It's detailed hunting logs. This person seemed really methodical about survival.
Okay.
It's a strange thing being inside of someone's home with them not around. Gully crouches over by the corpse, and he clasps his hands together.
It is quite sad seeing the remnants of life. You can only imagine what kind of lives they could have lived and what could have happened.
You see Gully's fingers tracing over the metallic object that was loosely in the skeleton's hand. He stands up and... Akia, is there anything you're doing?
What other rooms are there? Are we just still in like the main area?
Yeah, this is one big main area, a combination of a kitchen and a little living area. You guys, there's a table to your right, Akia, and a door that leads outside into a small fenced-off garden that's overgrown. There's also a door moreover to where Stella is.
I feel like she would want to look at the door and go through, look at the other rooms.
All right, so you go to look at the other room, opening the door and peering inside. You see a bedroom. It's small, cozy, well lived in. Old glass bottles with scuffed names and labels are littered all over the floor, messily. The sheets are equally as messy. And the pillows look like they haven't moved an inch in decades. A picture frame lays on one side of the bed, stagnantly, facing upright, while the other side of the bed is much more messy.
I feel like she slowly goes up to the picture frame and then just grabs it and just stares.
You stare into the frame, wiping the dust off, and you see the photo is of that happy couple. They're smiling, holding each other. In the center of their arms, interlocked, is a dog slung over their shoulders, mid-lick.
She'd grip the frame a little bit and then just such a happy home. And all that's left It's just quiet. It's so quiet. And then just look at the bed. It's like the more messy side. Thinking on how this place was probably so much more livelier with joy and happiness. And all that's left is just hollow.
As you feel that hollow sensation within you, as you look at the other side of the bed, the ruffled sheets, the empty bottles laying on that side specifically, that sensation echoes through you.
I think as Akia looks around in there, I kind of notice that everything is clear. I just look out towards Igrim and Arteno. If I can see them from here.
Absolutely. As you look, there's a window right next to the bookcases that you're near. And you can see that's the exact one that Arteno was saying to wave at.
Okay, I give them a wave to let them know that it's safe to come in.
You see Arteno is continuously chatting at Igrim, and Igrim is staring right up at the window the whole time. And as you wave, he walks in abruptly mid-sentence from Arteno.
Oh, goodness.
You see as Arteno
Arteno.
just his face droops as he
No.
like hangs in defeat a little, and he walks solemnly behind Igrim.
It's okay, buddy. At least you're trying.
I think, could I open the door from inside?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I
You
just
see
let
that
them
it
in.
is deadbolted.
Okay, yeah.
You pull the rusted deadbolt in, and you open the door for them. A loud creak thunders through the entire cabin as the hinges move for the first time in probably a century.
Oh.
Mm.
Igrim silently walks in, immediately going over to one of the chairs on at the dinner table and just sits down.
Bro needed a rest.
You see Artena goes,
What a lovely place. Furnished with animal carcasses.
Yes,
Oh.
And a human carcass.
Oh.
Rest well. We are sorry to intrude.
and he does a little bow at these skeletal remains.
Good job, Artena.
yes,
Gully just goes, wow, that was the most respectful, non-respectful thing I've seen someone do ever.
yes.
The rich are a different breed.
Tell me about it.
Yes, this seemingly used to be a home, so we must tread respectfully. And I kind of...
Is your definition of treading respectfully opening everything they have? Or they had?
I'd feel like Akia hearing their voices, she just comes out to be with everybody. Kind of
Yeah.
wipes away her eyes about like starting to tear up, so she like kind of wipes them away, puts the frame down, and just walks back.
You walk over into the main room. Arteno just gives a laugh and dismissively just goes,
Well, it's not like anyone will care.
And he
What?
gives you a firm pat on the back, Stella.
I suppose not.
Y'all know the Pikachu meme? That's Akia. She's like, ah!
I would prefer not to sleep in the room with the corpse, so I will be taking that room over there.
And Arteno strides
Oh my
into the
God.
bedroom.
Oh, okay. Akia, did you find anything in there?
Nah, not much. Just kind of how it looks out here. Picture frame. The bed looks. One side of the bed looks very messy, like someone has lived there but hasn't been touched in years.
Oh, I see. I guess that kind of shows what kind of people lived here.
Yeah.
Well, shall we set up to get some rest then?
Mm. In the room with the dead body?
Um. Where?
And the pictures
Where
of
would
this
they-
happy family that isn't here no more?
Well,
Just staring?
when you put it like that.
I would rather sleep outside in the backyard.
Yeah, that's alright.
Okay.
I will say, Akia, as you say that, you do flash to how turbulent the grove was with Seraphs.
Oh. Can't have shit, man.
I just think that, Akia would definitely know that over here is very,
I feel like she'd go outside, look, and then be like, oh. And then you just see her very sadly walk back in and just be like, I'd rather sleep with the corpse.
Either way, as you walked outside, you do see two strange stone pillars sticking out of the ground in the middle of the garden.
Oh. I was intrigued, not anymore. She'd probably walk up to them.
You step over the grasses and they are overgrown. You see these stones. They bear the markings of an older humanoid, expressing the love and sorrow of loss. A dog named Sprinks, and another gravestone that has the name Cullen on top of it.
Yeah, I kind of figured they were graves. I feel like she crouched down and not really pray, but give a moment of silence. She closes her eyes and then just lingers there.
I think I would step outside after her just to make sure everything is alright, and I immediately get a grasp of what's happening. And I just.
You guys have actually never seen a gravestone before, so
Oh.
these are not normal
Yeah,
things.
no, I guess
but
that makes sense.
Akia, who has investigated it, definitely knows what it is now.
Yeah. Seeing the names, I feel like it'd click in her head
For
what
sure.
it would be.
I think I would just take a second to inspect them myself. And though I've never seen a gravestone before, I think I can put together the fact that there is one corpse inside. And
Very
2
well,
other
yes.
lives who lived here. So I think I'd kind of sit alongside Akia in silence for a moment.
They must have been very happy.
It certainly seems so. They looked very happy in all of the photos. I'm sure they must have lived a wonderful life together.
I hope. I really do. And she just kind of slowly gets up. And then just kind of stares around the fields to, like, keep an eye out.
You look over the fields, the meadows. You see that there are seraphized animals. They prowl. They lurk.
Yuck.
They're easier to spot because of their pale white complexion. You see glowing eyes amidst the forest brush. Or not the forest brush, but the meadow's grass. Winged foxes and hares that jump and leap with eyes of gold.
We should probably head inside.
Oh,
Seraphs are lurking outside.
yes, I'm sure it would be much safer inside.
Better way to take a rest.
I agree. I kind of look back towards the graves and I just go, may the stars guide you all. And I begin to head back inside.
You move
Akia
back
would follow
inside.
behind.
Both of you move back inside. And as you walk in, you see Gully standing over the kitchen table. He's reading a small journal that was left on it. You see Igrim is sitting there, just like absent-mindedly sharpening his sword, taking great care of it.
Man loves his sword. I love my sword and my sword love me.
Found anything of interest, Gully?
Well, I suppose so. This does seem up your alley.
Oh?
He closes the journal and hands it to you.
It's a little bit gut-wrenching. And you seem the empathetic type.
I look up at him and I look down towards the journal. And I open it.
You take the journal from Gully, and you begin to read it, standing at the table. Gully kind of looking over one of your shoulders as you do. Akia, are you looking over as well, or no?
Probably, yeah.
You guys see, as Stella thumbs through the pages, that this is a personal journal. And you could tell me if you stop at any point during this description.
Gotcha.
This is a personal journal. It has pages detailing the owner's thoughts and feelings. Their name is marked onto the first page as Denmit Marha. And it details his daily activities. Days spent with his husband, Cullen, and their dog, Sprinks. For a large amount of the pages, it flicks between the challenge of hunting and living in the woods, sometimes venting over fights that he had with his husband, some going into the dangers of the demons marching over their lands. And Stella, you can immediately connect that this is during Duvarg's rampage
Yeah,
through Rallard.
I pause on that for a moment as I piece that together.
You see that on those pages where he details the demons marching over the meadows. At the time, not meadows. Scorched land. Scorched land recovering from battle. Miracles. Travelers. Helping them out where they can. Detailing that before this cabin was the only one that stood. A town stood here as well. Now razed into the ground. You continue to thumb through. A page towards the end of the book talks about the death of Duvarg. The greatest hunt of them all had just come to a close. After the reflection, the hard lives we've lived, maybe it's time we take a step back and just enjoy life. Just live in the moment. The final written page in the journal simply reads, I can't take the silence anymore. And you see it is written in a mix of smeared ichor and a mix of blood, dried and hardened. Cucumber.
I just start to think about how hard it must have been to face such joy just to have it taken away so fast. I think I keep the journal open, but I kind of slightly push it away. Oh.
I feel like he would feel that hollowness she felt in the room again. Understanding the quiet. And kind of would just walk away and go where a Grim is and just kind of sit in a chair there.
Yeah, you move across to the other side of the table, taking a seat next to a Grim.
Well, that certainly puts things into perspective. And I slowly close the journal.
I've known Rallan was tired and grieving when everything started. I'm surprised you didn't either. The syndrome, the disease of the Seraphs. It didn't happen too long after the fall of Duvarg. This planet is tired. It's heaving rock. Ready to give.
Now, I have a question. Did any of you inform Gully about what the mission was about? Because Gully wasn't there in the room.
I actually don't believe we did.
Akia was kind of absent-minded. I don't think she was even... Was she? But either way, she was very absent-minded, so I don't think she actually hasn't spoken to Gully in that moment until, like, we were walking.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think Gully knows the mission at all.
Well, I could only hope that the cure that we're going to go investigate is as true as it sounds.
We're going to investigate a cure?
Oh, right. Oh, yes, that is why we're on this that's why we're on this mission, to go investigate a cure that Arteno heard about.
Chasing rumors now. Well, one can hope. If it is true, great. If it's not true, I wouldn't be too surprised. Things like that don't spring up overnight. I've only heard of one other possible cure. But that already tore an entire land apart. Don't think it's gonna help us. Probably lost somewhere.
I look up at Gully as he says that. What cure do you speak of?
Before you guys were in the Bloodletters, you guys are pretty new, so I assume you guys don't know about it. Well, a rumor struck through. We launched an announcement for it, and a lot of senior Bloodletters went to go investigate. It was a rumor known as the Eternus' Tear. A stone. It had the power to cure, or presumably had the power to cure, the Seraph syndrome. But, from all I know, that search has fallen on deaf ears. It's been well over a couple of weeks or so since we've heard anything last about it. Some bloodletters have come back from their expeditions. Nary a stone in sight.
I kind of put my hand to my chin. The Eternus' tear.
From what I recall, its last whereabouts were somewhere in the kingdom of Nay. It's been a myth, hung over our heads for nearly... I couldn't tell you the exact time frame, but all I know is that it turned Nay into a battlefield overnight. One little rock tore an entire continent apart. War on both sides. All for capitalizing off of it.
If it was never found, then I can only wonder where such a rumor would come from.
One can only hope to know. I believe the Reapers were the last ones who told us, or not told us, but let that information leak. Either way, hopeful dreaming and wishing, that doesn't do anything. If there is a cure, well then, let's go see it. And if there is, let's hope it can be repeated.
I feel like I get a bit of a sad look on my face, but we can only hope. As you said, Valon is tired of the grief. I can only hope that it will end. And I kind of stare back at the journal.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do? Oh, what?
I was just going to say, I suppose at a time where the world seems against us, people will turn it against each other as well.
I know not of the past, but it's a fickle thing. We always have been. A mind with sentience is a mind burdened with thoughts. I know that very well.
I think at that point, Gully just,
I'm going to start setting up the sleeping cot. Getting some rest for the night. We shouldn't dally any further.
You're right. Good idea.
Akia, is there anything you wanted to do during that?
I feel like no. I feel like she'd be kind of absent-mindedly fidgeting with her hands a little bit. Probably grab Pancake and then just start squishing him.
You squeeze
Kind of like fidgeting.
Pancake. Every time he just goes, pit, pit.
Her own little stress ball.
Igrim turns to face Pancake, and you see as Pancake no longer makes the pet noise anytime he squeezes.
No.
I feel like she would kind of like that pet would be kind of like soothing a little bit because it's like repeated motion. And I feel like when he stops, she just looks down and then just looks to the side, looks at Igrim, and it just goes, "Did you glare at him?"
Igrim, he takes his finger, he points it at you, and then he points at himself and circles the air with his visor.
Me, you, air. Danny, I'm stupid. What does that mean?
Roll me an insight check.
I'm dumb. Points himself. Okay, inside. Oh, come on.
Yeah,
5.
you're just kind of stunned at what Igrim is trying to say.
Him, me, bitch. Stupid. She'll just be like, I don't get it.
He
Don't you have a
taps on the
notebook?
visor.
Don't you have a notebook that you can write down? I remember you
nods.
did that last time. Pull it out.
He shakes his head.
Pause. Fuck you! Why not?
He makes a no motion with his head. Just shakes his head.
Why?
He just shrugs.
Fucker!
Igrim, instead of doing what you say, he reaches over towards one of the hunter's journal, opens it up, and starts writing on the back of this ancient journal.
I am going to kill him. Me,
Oh.
Tiny, is gonna kill him.
Igrim said, you see as he writes, my eyes cannot be seen through the visor. I cannot glare.
I hate him. I don't like him. I want to kill him. Me, not Akia. Please don't
And
kill
Stella,
him.
you would be hearing this as well.
I see him writing on this ancient journal, and I'm just like, Grim, what are you doing?
You see as he flips to another page, he just writes down, I was asked to write.
Grim, you
And he
have a
holds it to
journal.
you. He flips to another, like, he doesn't flip to another page, he just writes under it, that's mine. Full stop.
But then why won't you use it? It's yours.
Igrim
That's enough.
writes under
I swear to God.
No.
Fuck.
Igrim writes under it, a man has his secrets.
I'm a notebook.
I mean, we don't need to see the secrets. Are there no blank pages? You know what?
Igrim,
You know what? I kind of tried to pull the journal away.
Diary?
you pull the journal out. From under Igrim's, like, he has like this charcoal pencil, and you pull it away from him, and he just starts to write on the table.
I'll
What?
take it. I'll take the table.
Okay.
You see, as just Igrim says, that is my paper to not waste. Just full stop.
I suppose that's fair. What do you do with that journal?
Igrim pauses to look at you for a moment.
Right.
Can you roll me a persuasion check, just really quick?
Okay.
He just writes right. The fuck you think?
Persuasion.
Yeah.
I just go,
What
I
are we
like
doing
to
that
write
notebook,
poetry.
right? Ooh.
That's an 8.
Ooh.
Igrim just...
It's okay, girl.
Igrim writes on the table. Will it get you
Oh.
to stop bothering me if I show you?
We're trying to have a whole conversation. I just want to have a conversation with you. That's it.
Yeah.
He writes on the
if you
table,
don't-
then I will continue to write on the table.
Oh.
Okay. We're gonna run out of table, guys.
Oh, goodness. You don't have to. You don't have to show it.
Igrim nods and then leans back in the chair. The creak of his metal armor and the wood bending beneath him.
I start to sweat a little bit.
Akia whispers to Pancake. I get it. He is very scary too. I know, I understand. Don't worry. Don't worry.
In my head, I'm just going, he needs his personal space. He needs his personal space. He needs his personal space.
He needs his fucking personal notebook for some fucking reason.
I mean, personally, Igrim, I do like keeping notes on blood letters, so if you don't mind showing me what's in the journal, I would love to see.
And Igrim just looks at Gully for a second. I'm gonna have Gully roll a persuasion check.
No. He speaks just for that moment. No.
Let's see. Persuasion.
Come on, Gully. Be better
That's a
than us.
21.
I
Oh.
love him. MVP.
Gully, Igrim writes on the table. All right, I'll show you. Just do not, he
Tell
writes,
us?
do not tell anyone.
I fucking know it.
Ah.
And you see as
It's so
as
difficult.
Igrim shows Gully specifically the inside of his journal. And you see as just Gully nods along.
How fascinating. I didn't take you for the time.
It's his diary.
I think every word that Gully says, Stella just like bites her lip.
Like he was just thinking, like, does he draw in it?
Igrim shuts the journal abruptly. It
Damn!
almost like spooks Gully.
And Gully goes, right. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. You are quite scary.
Oh shit.
Do you guys call it a night then? Unless you would like to backtrack.
I
I feel like Akia would grab Pancake and like hold him towards a Grim to test out a theory.
You see as Pancake, like, his body starts to bend in the opposite direction of a Grim.
Yeah. I kind of
Pancake
figured.
starts to vibrate in fear.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Pancake. And she just pulls him back and starts like hugging him. I'm sorry. A Grim, you just scare him.
He nods.
You didn't have to agree.
He shrugs.
Oh. It's okay, Pancake. I get it. He's a very scary man. And she'll just side-eye him.
I silently agree. I feel like I would start to turn away to maybe like get things ready or something, and then I just turn back and I'm just like, maybe a page?
Igrim stares at you.
Too late?
Akia will look at you and just start shaking her head like, no.
Igrim writes on the table, honesty is valued. And I think at that point he stands up on the table. Or not on the table, but stands up away from the table.
On
And
the table would be crazy.
Igrim, like, points at both of you, and then he begins to move to the door. Unless you want to make me a persuasion check, Stella.
Not me. That's
You
all
can
you,
make another
girl.
one.
That's all you, girl. Akia shake her head when you ask for a page. She's like, no.
Well,
What would Stella do?
Yeah, I'd say at this point, Igrim is actively going to walk away from the table and goes outside.
oh, we totally would have left him alone.
Is it Arteno still in the master bedroom?
Yeah, Igrim is, or Arteno is sleeping inside the master bedroom.
Oh! Yeah, I feel like Akia would just start packing up to like hit the hay.
Yeah, I think I kind of hang my head in disappointment for a second, and then I start to I start to prepare things as well.
Oh, I better start taking shifts with the Grim. It's not right for him to be the only one staying up 4 hours.
Oh, I suppose that's a good point, yes.
Gully leaves outside of the door. And you guys get ready for bed. You guys want to call it a night?
Really quick, let me check the jar.
You want to check the jar?
Yes.
Gotcha. You
Please.
pull the jar out of the bag of holding. You look into it. You can see at this point the jar has not progressed in its volume at all.
Okay. Good.
This astral starry projection is limited to the insides of the jar.
Okay, I don't see anything. It's not.
Just hard to look at, like usual.
Okay. I'll never get used to that. And then I just put it back in the bag. After last time, I'm too scared to look at it for too long.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do?
I feel like Akia would just rest for the night.
Okay. Akia, you begin to rest for the night. Stella, anything you want to do as well?
Was there another area that we didn't quite take a look at?
No.
Okay. Then I think I'll also just take a rest.
All right. As you guys go to take a rest for the night, as your eyes begin to close, as sleep begins to fall over you, as the house falls into utter and complete silence, Gully walks in a little bit shortly, falling asleep with you guys, letting a Grim take first watch, as he stands outside solemnly. As the winds rustle through the meadows, as night continues onwards, the only sound through this cabin is wind. Suddenly, violently, through the middle of the night, you all hear a ghastly wail. You hear, "My house. My home." Everyone make me a wisdom saving throw.
Whoa.
You are vile and
Whoa.
evil. You are vile and evil. You are vile and evil for this. You are
Make a
vile
what?
and vile.
Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, I had a feeling.
That's a
I
nat
had
20.
a feeling you.
Nat 20 from Stella.
Ow!
Unaffected.
6.
6 from Akia. That is going to be a wisdom saving throw from Gully. Gully got a 13. And Arteno is, fortunately, in the other room. And Agrim is also outside. So, at this point, I'll have you all roll me initiative. And
Oh.
I don't like you.
So, I'm going to have
Oh.
Akia and... Yeah, just Akia takes 7 damage. And Stella,
That's
you are going to
initiative.
take 3.
Okay.
I will roll initiative for Gully. And
I
Grim.
got 15.
That's a nat 20 from Grim.
Oh
Of
my
course it fucking
god.
is.
Alright, that's a 5 from Stella. That is a 15 from Akia. And
Now you roll good, huh?
Gully got a 13. You guys hear this ghastly voice wail in the middle of the night. Your minds feel confused. You feel a compulsion towards fear. Akia, you wake up instantly. You break into a cold sweat, and you are feared now. You are under the feared condition. And
It says here I have a defense for frightened. Does
so that means
go
you're
into
not
that
frightened.
category?
Yes, you are not frightened.
Yes.
Listeners, reading
Since-
your stat sheet helps.
True. And since you guys are
Read
surprised,
it.
that means the Hunter Shade will go one more time.
Oh.
You see, standing before you, the visceral image covered in smoke of the burly man from the photos holding a gun within his arms. You see as the inside of his mouth is filled with his own organs and viscera as the top of his head is blown out. You see as he cocks the gun, you hear and then it's going to shoot a shot at the nearest target, which is going to be Akia. That is a
Guys.
dirty 20 to hit.
Hey guys. No.
All right. And that is going to be 10 damage, Akia.
Ooh.
And roll me a
Gotcha.
Constitution saving throw.
Danny, I'm not liking you a lot.
Guess who's
18.
getting yelled at.
18. That is a succeed. So,
Damn it.
you succeed. That is going to go to a Grimm's turn. You guys... So basically, functionally, you guys are surprised. So now we're back into initiative. That is going to go to Igrim's turn. Igrim, you see as Igrim slams the door open, you hear as the wood cracks and splints against the frame of the door, and Igrim sees a ghastly figure, a ghost with its organs spilling out of its mouth, and Igrim immediately and without hesitation swings his sword at a fucking ghost.
Oh my god.
That is a 13 to hit, which is absolutely hitting. He is going to... That is 15 damage! Jesus Christ!
Oh my...
Which
Lord!
You see the sword passes through the ghastly figure as if it didn't do much damage. But even as the smoke clears, even as the mist of this body begins to spill across Igrim's blade, it reforms slowly. That is going to be 7 damage to Igrim. And that is going to go back to the Hunter Shade turn. The Hunter Shade is going to, with his mouth full of organs, you see as they spill down across his body. He is wearing hunter's attire, very like a checkered shirt thrown over a loose white. You see that it is covered in blood, and there are remnants of ichor that are imprinted on his soul. And you see as he is going to just... You see as he pushes the gun into his own mouth. You see as he pulls the trigger. As you hear the gun cock and click, you see as the Shade's bullet rips through its own head. And it flies through the top. And you guys are... As you hear the boom, you feel a wave of psychic torment and trauma and pain fly through your bodies. Roll me a wisdom saving throw. Akia, you don't need to. You're immune.
Oh.
Yeah!
Good luck, guys. You guys got this.
17.
17 from a Grim, also. Oh, wait, no, not a 17 from a Grim. A 10 from a Grim, sorry.
Oh.
So Grim fails. That is going to... We're going to roll Gully a wisdom save. Gully also succeeds. The psychic blast reverberates through the cabin. You see as Igrim holds his blade steady, but he does not appear to move much afterwards. That is going to be the end of the Hunter Shade's turn. That is Akia with Gully next.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on him.
All right. That is necrotic damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, roll your damage. Or roll to hit.
Come on. 13?
13 is hitting.
Yes. Okay. Bad. It does 8 damage.
8 damage. You see as the chilled touched hand flies over to this hunter. You see as it grasps around his eyes. You see it tries to squeeze, but you see as the Hunter Shade kind of takes in this magic. And that is going to be the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
All right. That is going to go to Gully's turn. Gully is going to use... He is going to use a lightning expected touch. That is absolutely missing. You see Gully goes up, charging this lightning within his hand as he squeezes and clenches his jaw. He runs forward towards the Hunter Shade, but you see as the Shade moves out of the way deftly as Gully goes streaking into a wall, punching it and sending crackling electricity across the wood. That is going to go to Arteno. He's asleep. That's Stella's turn.
Okay. I look back and forth between everyone. I turn towards the shade and I just go, I'm so sorry. And I just go to heal Akia. I'm going to use Cure Wounds on her.
My home. My home. This is silent. It's so silent.
You see as the hunter's shade begins to grip at his own ears, squeezing at them. And you see as he moves his hands through his hair as if he is feeling an intense agony. And you being here is upsetting him viscerally. As you usher him to talk, make me a wisdom saving throw, all of you.
16. Oh my god, a
16 from
group
Grim as well.
twinsies.
10.
10. All right, and let me roll for Gully. That is going to be an 8 for Gully. You see as the hunter shade talks, you feel grief bubbling up in your soul. In your soul, you feel this. Your heads ring with a voice. And Stella and Gully are going to take 6 damage. All right, and is that the end of your turn, Stella? Oh, by the way, Akia, I don't know if you caught it. Stella healed you for
15.
How much? 15.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, that will be the end of my turn. I just kind of hold
All
my
right.
head as I hear this voice.
You see Igrim is currently feared. You see as you've never seen... Well, he doesn't seem to be displaying any signs of fear. He just stands unearthly still. And since he is frightened, he is going to roll with disadvantage to attack. Because he's right next to the ghost. Without disadvantage, he is not hitting. But he is going to use his grazed, and he is going to deal out 3 damage. That's the end of a Grimm's turn. That is going to go to... oh, wait. It's only going to do 2 damage. That is going to go to the Shade's turn. You see as the Shade, those organs, those spectral organs spilling out. He looks in pain, agony. He is going to fire a Shade bullet straight at you, Stella, who spoke. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, you are going to take 8 damage. That is going to be 8 necrotic damage, and you're going to have to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 16?
16 success.
Oh,
All right. That is going to be the end of the Hunter Shade's turn. That is going to go to Akia's turn. The spirit writhes in pain.
As she hears him say everything is so silent, she feels that pit in her stomach. And then you see her ears droop down and have this face of pure sadness. And I feel like with that, she just... We mean no harm. I'm sorry. We have disturbed your home. But we can leave.
As you speak towards the Shade, as you beg and plead, can you roll me a persuasion check? I'm going to have to say you do it with disadvantage as well.
Okay.
Actually, you can do it flat.
Okay. 24.
24. You see as the spirit writhes more, his body squeezing as he clutches this gun within his burly arms. You see as he goes, Colin. I can't stand the silence. You see as your words pierce through the hunter's shade's heart, as you reach something deep down within him. As you say you can leave, as you both apologize, you see as a light begins to form within his chest. You see as the organs slowly start to peel back up, the brain matter gushing into his head, or into his jaw, spills back inwards, sickeningly piecing himself together. Colin would have.
I get it.
Colin would have let y'all stay. Colin doesn't need me to protect the house anymore. Colin doesn't need me to hunt no more. He looks at you, all of you, with these transparent eyes. The house has been silent for so long. I couldn't hear a thing day after day. He collapses to the floor, his spectral mass slowly beginning to break apart as he squeezes at the floorboard.
Akia would fall on the floor with him and reach out to him. It's so quiet, it hurts. I get it.
I couldn't stand the silence. It's been so quiet. Cullen would have let y'all stay. I know he would have. Sprinks would have loved the company. Oh, Sprinks would have loved to see a new face after all that old dog's been through. Cullen could have drew some good pictures of you. He loved drawing pictures.
Akia starts to cry
And then
as she
there's
listens.
me going mad in this house alone. I can't let go. I killed him right here. I killed my own. I killed them both.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You see it as his soul begins to completely evaporate, turning into a spectral mist that floats along the air. I hope they forgive me for letting it be so silent. And he disappears fully
She just stares at where he disappeared. And just continues to cry.
I'm stunned for a moment. I'm just heaving, trying to process everything that happened. I step over towards Akia and I start comforting her. I start rubbing her back.
Oh, it's so quiet. So quiet.
It's okay. Let it out.
She just continues to cry and kind of hold herself, understanding that quiet, that dread of just silence. As that's the first thing she felt when she came in here.
I think as I comfort her for a while, I kind of look back up towards the skeleton. For a second, I kind of think about laying him to rest in the garden with the others. Even though I'm not sure if it's my place to do so.
You see Gully is against the wall with the skeleton, his eyes kind of wide open at the same time. And as he's breathing, he looks like he closes his eyes for a minute. And Gully just stands up slowly, braced against the wall, the back of his shirt rubbing against the wood.
We should put him to rest. I think I've got it pieced together what happened. He deserves to be with the loved ones he had.
I look towards Gully and I nod. I agree. I think the same.
It's hard to fill a home with noise after those who you love pass. I couldn't imagine what he felt. I couldn't imagine being the one to have slain mine own parents. Well, not my own parents. Well, that's my own bag.
And I think Gully slowly begins to move towards the garden. And he begins to try to lay the skeletal remains to rest. And I think as Gully does that, you hear as Arteno opens the door.
That was a lot of noise. Couple of bangs. Are you all right?
Yes.
Akia just turns to him as you can clearly see the tears running down her face and then just goes, "What do you think?"
He wipes the drool off his chin.
Looks like it's been a rough night. And I do not know the situation that transpired in here. I was cowering behind the door. I hope you all have a good night.
Thank
And
you.
I think at that point, we are going to end today's session.
I'm gonna choke him out. Akia chokes him out.